Hey man, I do what I
Set
do.
to launch their free breakfast for children program in Chicago. Police broke into the church where it was going to be held and urinated on all of the food. Let that sink in.
You understand what he just said? The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense had a feed the children program. Okay? And the police officers broke into the facility where the food was kept and urinated on the food that was going to be fed to the children.
Armed officers sent in not to stop a crime, to seize weapons or drugs, but to desecrate meals set aside for hungry kids. Because
Now, do you understand why black people have a, we'll say, interesting relationship with law enforcement in America? Do you understand that these police officers, right? Blue line, somebody, all the blue line, support the blue. They broke into a place where children's food, which was going to be served the next day, and urinated on it. And this just
feeding each other for free under an unjust system is one of the most dangerous things that you can do. The Black Panthers understood something truly radical. Hunger was not just a personal misfortune, it was political. Under capitalism, when people struggle to meet their own needs, they're told that it's...
They kept our children hungry. They kept our neighborhoods starved. Mind you, at that time, 60% of black people lived below the poverty line. We were fresh off the plantation. You understand what I mean? My family immigrated from Mississippi to Los Angeles in the 1950s and 60s. They moved to the east side, the bottoms, over there by the Pablo projects. That's why that was my first memories. Growing up on the east side of LA by the Pablo projects off Long Beach Boulevard. And we were hungry. Not necessarily us, but as far as a group of people, we were hungry. And so they control the food, they control the money, they control the resources. So here comes the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. We're going to feed the children and send them to school. But the government wanted us to be dependent on them. And so these are some of the dirty things they did. This is not something that they talk about. But nevertheless, these are some of the things that we had to go through.
Their fault. Work harder, be more responsible.
Work harder.
Mutual
Y'all sound like the white man. Work harder.
It shatters that illusion. It exposes the truth that suffering is not a personal failure. It's a designed outcome of exploitation. And when people realize that, they stop feeling ashamed. They start feeling angry. They start.
Yeah. Now let's go back to the African brother. Go
in the
ahead.
United States, these black Africans who think like this, they just think the same as some of our leaders here right now who are working with these Western powers to oppress the black peoples in general. So I said, it's time for you Africans, who thinks like this, to come on the table, to know that African Americans are our family members.
As an African living in the United States,
Now I want you to keep on listening. They're doing a lot of fussing. Keep on listening.
to share the same sentiment that Africans share about African Americans, because I had a hard time when I first moved here. People used to always tell me, you're not black enough, you're an Oreo, you're secretly white on the inside, as if I wasn't literally from Africa.
She really can be, but go ahead, baby. Let's hear what
But I now understand after living here for 8 years that black in the United
8 years. She been living here 8 years. Some of these folk been living here 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. They've been here hundreds of years. You've been here 8 years. And you already realized some stuff. So what does that tell you about the Africans who are your professors or who may be your supervisors or bosses, and they still telling you it's your fault because you're just lazy? It means they know.
United States is a very specific criteria, and anything outside of that just doesn't fit. But I want to help African Americans understand that.
What are you going to help us understand? You going to help us? Let's see what you got.
Africans coming to the United States are immigrants, first and foremost.
We knew that they were immigrants first and foremost. We've known that. They don't identify. We knew that. We knew that they were immigrants because we say we all black. No. I am not black. I am Nigerian. And matter of fact, I'm from this tribe and that. That's what you say it. That's what you say it. Okay, but we go ahead and explain.
Then they are Nigerian or Senegalese or whatever country they're from. And then at some point, they are black.
At some point down the line, when it's convenient, when that plane is about to take off from the runway and go down to Panama, then you're black. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you're black at that point. Just to me. I'm just gonna keep listening because this is a lot of fessing on the internet. It's a lot of fessing going on in the past 3 weeks. It's really kicked up over the past 2.5 weeks. But let's go ahead and keep
Africans don't put black high up on their identity well as much as African Americans do. And that is for legitimate reasons on both ends. And so when an African is coming to the United States, they're thinking to themselves, okay, I'm an immigrant here. I have to do my best for myself and my family back home. The sacrifices that took for me to get here.
The sacrifices that it took from Black Americans so that you can be here in the first place. Let's talk about that, but we'll let you finish. Go ahead.
We're no light work.
It wasn't light work for them to let you come over here in the first place. They didn't want Black people here. They had already had enough local Blacks, okay? And the idea that Black Americans fought during the Civil Rights Movement to get that 1965 immigration bill passed, which outlawed discrimination in immigration, okay? Don't forget that. It's not you that got you here, okay? Because you could have ran up on that brick wall that said America is closed to Black people, like many did before. Okay, and you wouldn't have been allowed in. So give yourself no credit. I'm just going, all you Africans who are here right now, give yourself no credit. All right, you are here because foundational Black Americans knocked that door down, along with installing other civil rights for Black folks and everybody, actually, not just Black, but let's keep listening.
Okay, so I need to really align myself with what's going to make me successful in this country. And because
selling out, that's typically what y'all do. Go ahead.
It's the United States, it's the dominant culture, which is white American culture.
So and so Africans, the dominant culture is the white American culture. So what am I going to do?
They're going to instinctively ally themselves with the culture that's going to give them the most success. I mean,
I'm going to instinctively run up next to the people that are oppressing me in my country because it's beneficial. What does that say? That means I'm going to run from the Black people. Okay, that allowed me to come over here because them people didn't even want me here in the first place. But I'm gonna run from the Black people, okay, and instinctively run on over here because I'm a runner. So I'm gonna run over here with these white folk and be their pet for a little while. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, but go ahead. But that's not why we open those doors up for you to run over there to the white people. We like, y'all come over here and we're gonna be brothers and sisters together. But this lady is saying specifically, what are you supposed to, we ran to, that's the dominant culture. So we want to go sit over there. And they was nice to me. You know what? They were so nice to me, made me believe that these Black people just must be lazy. That's what you thought. But
African Americans even admit that they have to code switch to be successful here.
I don't code switch. Even when I'm in court. I talk the same way I talk now. I might not chop up as many words. I don't code switch. That's what you all do. You do that in those places because you want to sound like they can't tell you Black. If you can just talk like, oh yeah, how are you doing? I don't code switch. You notice that? Have y'all noticed that about me? I don't code switch. Because I'm proud of who I am and I won't let everybody know who I am. I don't play those games with people. I don't hear white folks code switching. I don't hear Asians code switching. I don't code switch either. I'm just saying, shout out to Liliana McDonald, gifted one dinner Spurling pie. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We need some more super chat. Oh, look, and if you learn something, I'd appreciate if you let me earn something. So if you didn't learn anything, that's fine. But if you hear something you didn't know, if you like what you hear, if you like the way it's delivered, if you find yourself repeating what I'm saying to other people, you owe me some money. But only if you learn something. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate if you contribute to the super chat, the Cash App, and the paper. But let's go ahead and finish. Go ahead.
Because that's what brings success. And
code switching brings, that's what she said. No, it doesn't.
So Africans are like, all right, we'll do.
Africans are like, we're going to play whatever game we need to play to get this money. We're going to play the game. Even if it means selling out and acting like nocturnal animals that rummage through the garbage and are omnivorous.
Do that. And it also doesn't help that for a long time, Africans are fed a very negative view of Black American culture, and that's its own propaganda.
Oh, they were fed it and they believed it. That's exactly right. But go ahead.
But because Africans are so conservative and they're coming to a country.
Conservative? You mean the grape capital of the world? That's conservative. You mean all of those revolutions and such, and people not get Didn't they just like kidnap Haram? What's it called? Boko Haram or something like? Didn't they just kidnap like 400 little girls from a facility and just took them and ran off with them? I don't think that's concern. That's not the type of conservatism that we want. Okay, we like conservatism with law and order. So don't compliment yourself.
This Spurling podcast, click your mouse pad. Yeah, we out back. Hit the like, hit subscribe. Don't just hate watch, cause we outside. Let them hate watch, go and play pop. We just lay back. He don't play that. We on playback. We on playback. We go way back. Black men, yeah, we earn something. Tune in, gotta learn something. Uncle D podcast bump it. Likes up, hit the sub button. Black men, yeah, we earn something. Tune in, gotta learn something. Uncle D podcast bump it. Likes up, hit the sub button. This is Dennis Spurling podcast. Don't just hate watch, hit subscribe and let them know we outside. Don't hold hate, donate. Super chat, cash app. Put something in the collection plate. Church.
I want y'all to make sure y'all hit the #1 button. And we're going to kind of get back to what we like to do over here, man. I need y'all to check in at a certain point when it's time to check in. I need to checking in to start happening again. We got to go ahead and get this algorithm pumping